The truth about police brutality. More than 100 years ago, the color of their skin was a problem. 100 years later, the skin still remains a problem. Police brutality has become a national problem against African Americans and furthermore Americans around the world. How would you feel if you were unwanted in your own community? How would you feel if every day you saw someone of your own community being reported killed? How would you feel if you had to worry about your children's safety when sending them to school? Today I'm going to convince you all on how police brutality has taken a toll on the nation and how there is a divide between national security and individuals of this nation. The three arguments that I will provide that prove that police brutality has affected and had a cause on Americans are: casualties of Americans have risen in the last year, outrages from the African American community have gone wrong, and due to the casualties and fatal incidents, there is a fear of safety throughout the nation. The first point I am going to provide for you guys are: due to police brutality, casualties of Americans have risen in the last year. 1,083 Americans have died since August 4th, 2015. An average of 3 people die a day and due to being killed by a cop. According to ViceNews.com, many people say that there is no evidence of this accusation, but many lives of Americans have been lost due to police brutality, and there have been more than 5 cases to show that this actual video footage. Subsequently, higher casualties have caused African American community to violently voice their opinions. Police brutality has caused violent outrages from the African American community due to inequality. Isn't it true that the United States allows African Americans to have the right to equality and to be treated with fairness? But do they show it? On September 2nd, 2015, activist Kimway Rose was arrested for peacefully protesting for equality on Freddie Gray. If you guys do not know, Freddie Gray was an African American 26-year-old male who was arrested and died a week later after being in police custody. He died because the police who arrested him denied him medical attention, and he died of a broken neck and a fractured spine. African Americans do not even have the right of free speech due to police brutality. Americans have not been treated equally in decades, and now this has led to violent outrages. With higher casualties and outrages from communities around the world, is there any true safety? Due to higher casualties and fatal incidents of Americans, and African Americans in particular, police brutality has caused a fear of safety in the nation. Before I move on, I would like to show an important video that exemplifies this reasoning. Viewers' discretion is advised. This video shows a peaceful African American student in a classroom at Spring Valley High School in South Carolina gets violently thrown out of her chair by a resource officer, all due to her not putting away her cell phone. Is this equality, or is this fairness? How would you feel if the ones protecting your children were actually the ones hurting them? After listening and viewing this vital information, I hope you all are convinced that police brutality has taken a major toll on the nation's security, and that now there is a divide between the national security and the individuals of this nation. I have previously provided 3 arguments that prove that police brutality has been a cause and effect on casualties have risen of Americans, the outrages from the African American community, and the fear of safety throughout the nation. Police brutality is affecting the world around us. Our nation is becoming divided, and our safety is at risk. Do you guys want this to affect our future? I thank you all for allowing me to give you all this vital information, and I thank you all. Our nation is divided and will affect our nation's future if this solution is not found quickly. Thank you.